Chapter 1. You are a police officer sent to investigate a missing person, George Pig. You arrive at George's house when you are attacked. You then wake to find yourself inside of George's house and must escape. Chapter 2. After escaping, you arrive back at your police station, where you are told of a monster which is on the loose in the station. After escaping the radioactive police station, you and your partner Doggy ride off into the sunset to live happily ever after. Chapter 3. Just kidding. You and Doggy are surrounded by monsters outside of the museum and must escape through the museum. After solving the puzzles, you and Doggy make your way out of the emergency exit in the back of the museum. Chapter 4. 4 weeks later, you and Doggy wake to find yourselves in the forest. The lights go black. You hear glass shatter, and Doggy barks. The lights suddenly turn back on, and Doggy is missing. During your time in the forest, you find out Doggy has turned into a crazed monster. Once you escape, you find a radio, and a mysterious voice radios asking if anyone is there. Chapter 5. You arrive at the school when a mysterious voice, known only as Mr. P, tells you to rescue his friend Bunny from inside. Once you save Bunny, you two rendezvous with Mr. P in the sewers. You feel unwell and pass out. Waking up in a local hospital, you see Bunny pushing you and telling you they will save you. Meanwhile, you are hallucinating that Doggy is still alive. Chapter 6. You awake, and Bunny informs you it is no longer safe in the hospital, and you two must escape now. Once you two make it to the roof, you discover Mr. P and the others have left you behind. Only a note is left by Mr. P, which reads, "I have to do this for our own good." Chapter 7. You and Bunny are in the train station below the hospital, where Bunny tells you she does not feel well, but you are determined to find a way out. Once the train is working, Bunny tells you she drank a potion and knows she is turning into a monster. In order to help save you, Bunny stays behind to fight off the monsters. Chapter 8. The train drops you off at Mr. P's carnival, where you will only find more disappointments. As Mr. P is not here, only more monsters. You eventually find the exit and run into Pony and Zizzy. Pony is a show-off and kills the last monster in an attempt to impress Zizzy. Chapter 9. Pony and Zizzy bring you back to their safe place inside the city, but first, more monsters. After making poutine of the monsters, you make your way outside of the city, where the three of you share life stories. A shadowy figure bangs on some trash cans, so you and Zizzy run to hunt them down. Chapter 10. The shadowy figure runs into a mall. You and Zizzy run in after them. You discover the mysterious figure is George Pig, who, after his family went crazy at the hospital, he came to the city to find his grandma, but she too was a monster along with the entire city. Once safely back at the safe place, Pony informs you that a helicopter signal is close by. So you, Zizzy, and Pony leave George with the others and go hunt down Mr. P. Chapter 11. You are at a military outpost, which has been overrun with more monsters. You know the signal is coming from inside and break into the building where Mr. P is. George pulled a fast one on the safe place members and escaped to track you three down, only to attract the attention of a lot of monsters. Being outmatched, Zizzy and Pony stay behind to fight off the monsters, while you and George descend into Mr. P's lab. Well, Mr. P has become a crazy robot potato who believes you are dead and a figment of his imagination. And maybe you are. I don't know. We will find out in the conclusion of Piggy, Chapter 12.